Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle Samora and this is Scent Talk from my closet, the fragrance closet. On this channel, we go over all things fragrance. We cover niche perfume houses. We go over layering combos. We talk about dupes and clones of original fragrances. We feature indie brands, all things fragrance on this channel. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and continue watching. Consider hitting that subscription button and the bell so you'll be notified to new videos. So you never know which fragrance house we're going to cover next. And in today's video, we are not going to be doing a wear test review. That was actually yesterday's video. And so for today, we are going to be talking about 28 different layering options with your brand new Victoria's Secret Bare fragrance. So I revealed all the juicy details about how this fragrance smelled and how it performed, and I actually already layered it with my Precious Vanilla. I layered it with Andromeda's Moon's version of Tahoda on one side, and on the other side I layered the Bare lotion with, of course, the eau de parfum, and topped it off with some body splash. I did go ahead and give all the juicy details on the performance in yesterday's video, so go check that out because it was amazing. And so we're here today because I was so inspired. It's the same day. It's about 11:30 p.m. and I decided, you know what? I want to talk about this tonight. I don't want to wait till the morning because all this has been bubbling up in my head all day and I just could not stop thinking about it. I was like, oh my gosh, and this and that could go beautifully with it, and that could go, and I want to try that one day. And so yeah, I decided to go ahead and share this with you guys tonight. So let's get right into it because we do have 28 fragrances I want to show, or I don't own all of them, but I want to talk about that would go beautifully with this fragrance. So in Victoria's Secret Bare, we only have 3 notes. We only have Madagascar Mandarin, Egyptian Violet, and the star of the show for me here is Australian Sandalwood. The way it mixes with the violet is just gorgeous, beautiful, comforting, amazing, and I feel like it's going to be such a great layering base. So this Australian Sandalwood, it has a unique subtle scent along with a pleasant wood base note. Now it's woody, it's smooth, it has a balsamic smell, and it's used widely in perfumery as a fixative agent. So basically a base note, and it is just what ties in fragrances together. So that's one of the reasons maybe why I absolutely love Sandalwood. You could be on the other side of the door. You could be on the I cannot stand sandalwood forward fragrances. I definitely am not one of those. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into this. Australian Sandalwood. This is the note that I want to accentuate in both my Victoria's Secret Bare, and I want to add it to other fragrances, layer with, so that I could accentuate that beautiful note. So the first one that I want to talk about is Midnight Whisper by Day 3 Fragrances. Now, I do have full dedicated reviews to most of these. Some of them, of course, I haven't spoken about them on the channel yet, but now that I have something to layer it with, we might be bringing them up in future videos, definitely. Midnight Whisper does have a full dedicated review. It's by Day 3 Fragrance. It's a very small artisan fragrance house, so every batch you get is going to be really fresh. I cannot wait for their brand new release called La Tacita de Café. I own every single creation from this house so far. And guess what? 3 out of the 4 full-size bottles that I currently own go right along with Victoria's Secret Bare. So Midnight Whisper has a very realistic rose in it, and it has the sandalwood as well, the sandalwood component, and it's just going to jive wonderfully. Whereas before I would have used an unscented lotion, I would not mind using my Bare lotion, not at all. It would go wonderfully. Then I would probably give it a couple spritz of the eau de parfum, and then maybe even top it off with the body splash. Not that Midnight Whisper really needs anything. It's an extrait de parfum, and it's extremely strong. I mean strong. So I would probably layer that first. When you do layering, you want to put down your strongest fragrance first and on your pulse points, and then you want to put the fragrance you're going to layer with absolutely everywhere else so that it could jive together. When I talk about layering, I don't necessarily mean like I'm gonna put this on here and then I'm gonna put that right over it. That's not exactly what I mean by layering your scents. You get me? I think I've explained it before, but I always like to throw it in there again just in case you're curious or if you are wanting to know. Now, two other fragrances from this house that would go wonderfully is Del Mar and Downtown Deja Vu. So Downtown Deja Vu is inspired by a 90s shopping mall, and that is very, very nostalgic to me. If you saw yesterday's review, you'll see that I brought it up. Oh, yes. So adding Victoria's Secret Bear, which I feel takes me right back to a 90s shopping mall anyways, would be gorgeous adding that to Downtown Deja Vu. Now, that does not have sandalwood in it, but it has that aura of, you know, the sweetness and the smooth, and it has, so check out the vlog for Downtown Deja Vu on day3fragrances.com and you'll learn quite a bit. Now, Del Mar is very, very unique. And you don't need anything with this fragrance either. I wore both Midnight Whisper and Del Mar on my trip to Vegas recently, and it was so hot out there, and these fragrances were up for the task, let me tell you. Strong, strong, beautiful projection. I enjoyed my fragrance all day long, and I feel like this would just jive so beautifully with Del Mar. It has some lime in it. It has some really, really you know, natural smelling coconut. This is no sunscreen coconut is in here. It's just beautiful. This is by far my favorite from the house of Day 3 fragrances. All right, so next, to go ahead and pair with this wonderful fragrance here, let's keep it rolling, Santal 33. Now, I have little samples and I just throw them in here on my makeshift little sprayer. Oh my gosh, I wore this recently and it darn near killed me. I cannot wear this in the heat. I just cannot. This fragrance, Victoria's Secret Bear, I feel could go in all types of weathers. This one, I have just set it aside for a cool day, rainy day even, I feel, Santal 33. This has a gorgeous sandalwood in it, and I just feel like it would go beautifully with definitely with the Victoria's Secret Bear. I think this is sweet, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like adding this to it would give it a little more sweetness, a little I can't wait to try it. Definitely not. It has sandalwood in it, so that's why I threw it into this mix. Now, next on the same topic, kind of in the same wheelhouse as far as smell, is your Santal Vanille by Day 3. We talked about Day 3 already. The 7 Virtues. We did a whole week of the 7 Virtues recently, and I found out that I really liked about 3 or 4 of these. If you want to go check out those reviews. Now, Santal Vanille, I had a really hard time with as well, because it was not for the heat in my own, it didn't go well for me in the heat. But I cannot wait to revisit Santal Vanille when it gets cooler and pair it with Victoria's Secret Bear. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Okay, so next, Santal Blush. This really doesn't need anything either. This is by Tom Ford. It is a creamy, this is the creamiest Santal, sandalwood that you will come across, honestly. Honestly, I wore this to brunch recently, or one of these days. I did a review. I compared this to B Layard's version, which I think is called Blushed, and it was gorgeous. So comparable. Again, if you want to go check out that review, my goodness, it was just so good. This became a love almost at first sniff. This became a love at first sniff. I absolutely fell in love with Santal Blush. And again, accentuating that sandalwood in here. It would change it up a little, I feel, but I think it would go well. I really do. Yeah, adding that mandarin orange too to it would be exciting. Okay, next up we have another Sandalwood, Sacred Wood by Kilian. So I just got this decant in, Sacred Wood by Kilian. I have not gotten to try it, but they do say that this one can lean a little dill like the Santal 33, so it's in that realm. So adding it here, I feel, but it's so creamy though. Oh, it's so creamy. I must do a full day wear test on Sacred Wood, and you know, maybe on one side alone and then on the other side with the Victoria's Secret Bear to see if it would add anything beautiful to it. I think we should do 28 days of Victoria's Secret Bear and test out all these layering combos. That would be funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, next we have also by Kilian. It's by their what was it called? Something about love, my kind of love line. This is Let's Settle This Argument Like Adults in the Bedroom Naked, and I am almost done arguing. You see that right there? I don't have a full bottle of this, and oh, I believe, yes, I believe it is available in the new packaging, so I would love to purchase a bottle of this. It is so beautiful, woody, creamy, and I think adding this to it would liven it up a little, because there is a point where I find it just a tad bit like there's just a tad bit. I don't know what stage of the fragrance it happens, but it happens. I haven't done a full day review on adults, but I feel like with the new packaging I probably should. Okay, next we have Sunset Hour. This was another one that came to Vegas with me and stood up to the heat. Oh my gosh, this fragrance is beast. This is beast mode. This will you have no issue with reapplying this. You have no issue with you know, being able to smell it on yourself. The scent bubble is gorgeous. The fragrance is gorgeous. It opens up with this amazing Kwangdong peach. It dries down with this beautiful vanilla. Oh, it would go beautifully with this fragrance for sure. Oh my gosh. And it's from Australia, but Goldfield and Banks, Australia, and it has a little bit of sandalwood in it as well. All right, so next up, on the same kind of trajectory, this does not have sandalwood in it, but I just feel like it performs, or the structure is set up very similar to Sunset Hour by Goldfield and Banks, and that's your Valentino Donna Born in Roma. And this one has, you know, that beautiful bright opening. It's fruity. It has that gorgeous heart. The heart of the wear is just to die for, and then that dry down, and it also is beast mode, lasts forever in your presence, you know, in your aura. Oh, so not that it smells like Sunset Hour, but it performs like it, and it's, you know, kind of it's same but different. I've always said it's the same but it's different, and I think adding this to it would just this is also very layerable. You can layer this with other fragrances and help out with longevity and all that. Okay, so that's Valentino Donna Born in Roma. Next we have, I only have a decant of it, but it is called Dolce & Gabbana Intense. I think it's Parfum, I believe. Oh my gosh. So this fragrance right here, I have not done a full day wear either. And I've just been putting it off. This has this, I believe it has a marshmallow note in here. Goodness, oh my gosh. So good. So it has a little bit of sandalwood as well. It is sweet, it is gorgeous, and to me it smells like a day at the mall. It smells, you know, so it takes me right back also to the Victoria's Secret Bear. And I think that this fragrance has that little luxury component to it somehow, that it would just accentuate and add so much to these fragrances. I cannot wait. I really can't wait to just, you know, pair it with so many things. Okay, next that I don't own a full bottle of, that is the ones we are on now, right? Oh, actually, Victoria's Secret Amber Romance. So I know this is just, you know, this, I do have, I couldn't find it, but I know I do have the spray somewhere of Amber Romance. So good. I think if you don't want to use, you know, or you don't want to purchase the lotion, this lotion would be an amazing option just to wear with your Bare Eau de Parfum. It has deep amber, sugar kisses, and chasing sunsets, apparently. Now, it is really, really good. If you've ever smelled Amber Romance, it's an oldie but a goodie, and I think it would be great to warm up. Anytime I feel like when I smell amber, I think warm. I smell warm, and I think it would, you know, smell really, really good with it. Now, to follow up on yesterday's video, actually, I didn't do that at the beginning. Oh, this is so light. I have a backup. No worries. This is In the Stars by Bath & Body Works, and I just was dying. This is the first one I threw on. I threw it on this evening. It is still here. We are still here. Oh yeah, we have our Bare on, and we have our our Bath & Body Works In the Stars. This is Starflower, Sandalwood Musk, Sugar Tangelo, White Agarwood, and Radiant Amber. And it went beautifully this evening. I did leave the house, and it did work wonders. Now, this fragrance is said to smell, and it does smell, like Baccarat Rouge 540. So naturally, that fragrance as well would jive with your Victoria's Secret Bare, if you'd like to go that route. Okay, so that was that. Oh, this went great. This went great. I really did like that. Next, I do not own Dior Addict, but I did recently review the I don't know where it's at, but the bead layered little version. I believe it's called Addict, only Addict, or Addicted. The bead layered version of Dior's Addict is called Addicted, and it is said to smell like the vintage version of Dior's Addict. I really enjoyed it. In fact, I have it on my full bottle wish list. I have a full bottle wish list. Can you believe that? Even with all these, I still have a full bottle wish list. But I'm going to hold out. I do want to track down a vintage version, just like the Alien now that is on my vintage bottle wish list. Yes, that one will be as well. Okay, so next, that would go beautifully. I only have a dupe. It is Mojave Ghost. I have the oil perfumery version, and I feel, so what I would do with this is I would roll this all on my pulse points, because this one is very, very, to me, it's really, really deep. It's deeper than this fragrance. I would roll this all on my pulse points and then spray this everywhere else, definitely. And this is Mojave Ghost by Byredo, and I cannot wait to get a hold of. I do have Andromeda's Moon version on the way, so I can't wait to get a hold of that. Okay, that was Mojave Ghost. Next is Gypsy Water, which I don't own, and I really thought I had gotten a hold of it and smelled it before, but I don't know. So I put this one on there because they say that the way that it smells, you know, the reviews and all that, I feel like it would jive with your Victoria's Secret Bare, but I cannot confirm that until I get my nose on it. Definitely not. Okay, so that's Gypsy Water. Next up, Diptych's Tam Dough. I did have a sample of Diptych's Tam Dough, and I'll put it up here for you guys because I don't have it anymore. I could not find it. I maybe gifted it. It wasn't exactly my cup of tea, I remember. And I remember thinking, I think they mixed up the labels here because I'm not getting sandalwood. So I am interested in resampling this fragrance for sure, and if that sandalwood appears, you know, they say it's in the same vein as which fragrance was it? Oh my goodness, I really don't know which fragrance it was, but it was a different fragrance. Okay, so that is that. Um, which other one don't I own? BDK's Gris Charnel is said to be in the same realm as Santal 33. I think that's where I was going with the other one as well, that it was in the same realm as Santal. I'm not, if you know, let me know, because yeah, they said that Tam Do is just, you know, all sandalwood. So BDK's Gris Charnel, kind of in the same realm. I have got my nose on this one, and I can confirm it would go wonderful with Victoria's Secret Bear. So now on to Violet. Frederic Malle, if that's how you, or Frederic Malle, I don't know how to say it, or Frederic Malle, maybe it's Frederic Malle. Lipstick Rose. I have a little sample of this beauty. Oh my gosh, and it smells so good, and I would love to pair it with this Victoria's Secret Bear. I really would. And it is just that violet that's in here that's so smooth. Oh, I can smell it from the nozzle. So good. Okay, so can't wait to do that. That is Lipstick Rose. I just have a sample. Next, I do have this one, Perfumes Dusita Splendidis. I do have a decant of this one, and I believe I brought it up in another video, another layering video, and oh my gosh, this is also just so, this is very spa-like to me, very, oh my gosh, like powdery, but flowers, like there's flowers everywhere. A porcelain bathtub with flowers absolutely everywhere. That's what I get from this fragrance, Splendidis. Okay, that would go wonderfully with this fragrance. Also, where are we? Perfumes that I do not own, actually. Guerlain Insolence. Okay, that one would go awesome as well as in the violet category with your Bear, Victoria's Secret Bear. So put that up here for you guys, Guerlain Insolence. And so we're getting to the end here. So Mandarin Madagascar, that is the last note that I kind of wanted to touch base on. And the first fragrance we have, and yes, I just recently wear tested this, Valentino's Voce Viva Intense. This one has those wonderful, the dry down to this fragrance is beast mode in the same fashion that Valentino Donna Born Aroma is. And you know, but it does have a different vibe. It would go wonderfully. It would go beautifully with Victoria's Secret Bear. Next, I don't have this one, but it's D&G Light Blue. If you want to go that route, if you want to add a little something to it, you feel like it's missing a little sweetness, I think that this would just, I would do it. I would definitely do it. In that same fashion about adding sweetness, MFK's Aqua Vitae, okay? I fell in love with this fragrance, and I don't normally like fragrances that are strong and what is it, and fresh. So this is strong and this is fresh and this is very unisex, Aqua Vitae, but adding this to it I feel would make it all the more your own. It does have a very cool fresh opening, but it has vanilla in it as well. So it is just, it was an interesting fragrance to me. So, and I still haven't played around with it like I said I wanted to. I wanted to add vanilla musk to this. But this right here, oh, that would go beautifully. All right, so Alien Goddess, you really don't need to be adding any sweetness here. However, this would jive wonderfully. It really would. Oh, Alien Goddess, who I just recently tried this one out right along with the Intense version. However, the Intense version has a whole lot of jasmine. It is very sweet. Bomb longevity on that fragrance. It outlasted the original Goddess for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't add this to that fragrance, but I would add it to the Alien Goddess original. And also I would add it to, in the same realm here, Eau de Soleil Blanc. I would not add this to my original white bottle. My white bottle, my Eau de Parfum Soleil Blanc. I wouldn't add this fragrance to that. It just would be, No, I wouldn't add it. It's so crazy, but I wouldn't. But I would add it to Eau de Soleil Blanc. Is this the EDT version, I believe? Oh, so good. But it is not as sweet. It does not have that, you know, sweet coconutty vibe that the other one has. You could tell that they're related, but they're definitely different. This one I would more more than happily add Victoria's Secret Bear to. Oh my goodness, I think we got through all 28 fragrances, you guys. Oh, I missed one. By Redo Sundazed. This fragrance, okay, I don't have the original either. Oh, but it's so good. I have the Andromeda's Moon version, and it lasted all day long, and it gave me that cotton candy dry down. This one, not so much. It stayed very, very, very orangey, very citrus throughout the wear, but it was strong. The Andromeda's Moon version was amazing, and yeah, so it would go beautifully. Okay, those are all the fragrances that I feel so far I want to experiment with when it comes to Victoria's Secret Bear. Now, I do have a couple of honorable mentions if you would like to be knowing. I do, oh my gosh. So as I was sniffing this, I was like, there's a couple other fragrances that I'm now just, smelling in my head. Kilian's Rolling in Love. Now, this one I feel would go so good with this Victoria's Secret Bear base. I'm not even sure which one I would lay down first. I would love to experiment with it. I would love to. So yeah, that one. So maybe we're at 30 now. 2 honorable mentions. We have Amoris Femme, by another one by Mason Francis Kurkdjian. Oh my gosh, this one is just delicate. This is delicacy right here. Oh, this is so good. I haven't done a full day wear test either, but adding this to it, I feel would put it over the top. It really would. Because just when I sampled it, I fell in love. So, yeah, looks like we could probably very soon host another Mason Francis Kurkdjian week, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 4 that we haven't wear tested yet, full day wear test. And we could do layering combos. And I hear he's coming out with a new one, because now Mason Francis Kurkdjian is the perfumer for, is it Dior? Dior. I believe it's Dior. If I am wrong, I'm sorry. It's close to midnight. I'm so tired, but I wanted to talk about all these fragrances that I feel would pair wonderfully with this new fragrance here. So whether you're looking to save some money, or you're looking to spice up your collection, change it up, make things smell different, make them smell your own, this just came in clutch. I really do feel, because there's only so far you can go, or you can get away with layering everything with, for example, vanilla. Only vanilla. Oh, I'm gonna add that to that. I'm gonna add that. Only vanilla. It's like, which is me. I'll add vanilla to absolutely everything. But making it this one right here, I feel, giving us another option of having just an extremely versatile, layerable fragrance. That just excites me, as you can tell. Oh my gosh, if you have made it to the end of this little chit chat about layering, then please do me a favor and enter the giveaway. If you want to get your nose on Victoria's Secret Bear, win yourself a body splash, travel spray, and roll-on, then go ahead and comment down below. I want you to comment which one of all of these fragrances you are most excited to layer with your winnings, if you win. All right, so if you were to be winning, what would you like to pair this with? And that is the question. Answer down below and you are entered, and I will definitely be revealing the winner this week, so stay tuned to the rest of the videos. because I think we're having a little bit of a mix this week. I think we're having a wild card week is what we're having. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for your support on the channel. I hope you enjoyed the chit chat of all these fragrances, and we will be seeing you. Thanks. Stay safe. Bye-bye.